Hello and welcome back to another Texas Chainsaw Massacre video. We have been given another little sneak peek at the old lady outfit for Leatherface. It's an amazing screenshot that is created to look like a normal wide-angled home shot. We see this house in all its glory, but on the right side of the image you can see our boy casually creeping out of the shadows and what looks like to be the kitchen. I'm not entirely sure, but if I had to guess, I would think it was. And before we go any further, if you haven't already, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any videos like this in the future. I had this video idea for a while, but seeing this screenshot inspired me now more than ever to list some ideas on outfits I'd like to see our chainsaw-wielding bub to have. We know as of right now, this game is strictly based off the first movie, so we won't be able to see the outfits from the sequels or the remakes. Not that we won't down the road, but that'll be a potential topic down, later down the line. These are some ideas I've had in my mind that I think would be really cool extra outfits to unlock while progressing in the game that could still fit in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. In this video, I'm going to be listing 5 potential outfits we could possibly see in Texas Chainsaw Massacre the game. Let's begin, bubs. Sitting at number 5, I would love to see a retro Leatherface skin that we had, just like Jason in Friday the 13th the game. We did have a Texas Chainsaw Massacre game for the NES back in the day, and so it would be perfect just to add a Leatherface skin just like Jason. Comparing the outfits here though, Jason's outfit is way more appealing than Leatherface's, but I know Gunn could do something that not only is inspired from the NES, but improves upon it. For some reason, when you look at the NECA figure, they changed the clothing from blue to green, which I think looks kind of shitty, but I think Gunn should keep the blue. I just prefer that color more, and then change the mask up slightly. Instead of keeping the mask like that dirty brown skin color, maybe, desaturate it, give it a more wider look to make it look more retro. Like when I think of retro, I think colorful, not dirty and gritty. I just prefer that, that type of color palette more. I don't know, bub, but what I do know is that it can be tweaked enough to make it look really cool. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember any soundtrack that played in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the NES game. So they could always experiment and make their own also, just like they did with the music for Jason and Friday the 13th. Next up at number 4, this is an original outfit that I think would be pretty killer. Pun completely intended for Leatherface, and I would like to see him in some like jean overalls or something. Give him like a cut-off flannel underneath or nothing at all, just put in the overalls. I don't give a shit. Basically have Dell from Tucker and Dell vs. Evil as Leatherface. I think that gives off a perfect Texas country boy look that we know Leatherface to be. I think giving it a more torn and dirty look would be especially terrifying, and of course, with the new original designs, I would love to see a new original mask design as well for Leatherface. It's nothing special, but I think the design is simple and sweet. Let's add another comparison. Basically, give us Victor Crowley for Leatherface. I think that'd be great. Coming up at number 3, I think it would be a pretty interesting design choice to have a maskless Leatherface. We never actually see what's behind the mask in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm sure he's just a normal man underneath, but even if he was, his teeth and everything is enough nightmare fuel to still make it terrifying. Hell, you could give it a story explaining that at night before sleep, he takes the mask off and sits it by his nightstand. Give him a set of PJs or a shit-smeared pair of whitey tighties and a wife beater. And if I saw anyone dressed like that with a chainsaw, I'm peacing out. I think not only would it be funny, but it's also very disturbing at the same time. It shows that the family members are normal folk, sort of, and live and sleep just like the rest of us. It's not unrealistic by any means, so let's just have it. At number 2, it would break continuity just a little bit, but I would love to see a grandpa-inspired outfit for Leatherface. Grandpa is over 100 years old. We already have the old lady outfit, but wouldn't it be neat to preserve his grandpa's legacy by cutting off his pappy's face and continuing that legacy in his own way? Grandpa is terrifying and terrifyingly old, so if the chainsaw bub put on grandpa's face to keep on the tradition of grandpa, that would be amazing. It'd be a neat look, it'd be disturbing. I know grandpa is in the game, so it does break continuity in that matter, but if they kept everything serious and not break realism, I find it harder to supply the player base with creative extra content. I mean, there's gonna have to be a time where they will have to experiment with ideas like this, and I think, on the terms of realism, I can totally see Leatherface doing this. And lastly, for number 1, I know I'm not the only one who wants this or has had it cross their mind once or twice, but I think we need a Savini Leatherface. Since Savini Jason, there's been a stigma of having Savini designed outfits for our playable killers in these games. We have a Savini Ash, so why not give us a Savini skin for one of the OG proto-slashers? The story behind Savini Jason was having Jason go to hell and hell not affecting him to the point where he steals the Devil's Trident. Savini Jason is by far one of the best Jasons to use in Friday the 13th the game, and I think it fits perfectly for Gunn to do the same thing for their next legacy killer. If they had to find a lore to why there is a Savini Leatherface, it could be as simple as Leatherface could have died, went to hell, and he was used as a bounty hunter type soul to maybe go back for Jason to steal the Devil's Trident. I don't know, you could do something silly like that, and he could be supplied with like an upgraded demonic chainsaw. I think that'd be really cool. Something simple like that is enough to get the gears rolling for this outfit. Please, Gunn, give the people what they want and need. I don't know what I'd do without it. Yeah, I'd still have a blast and play regardless, but please, Gunn, God. And those are 5 outfits I'd like to see for Leatherface in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre the game. Let me know if you have had similar ideas or you had other ones in mind. List your ideas down in the comments below so I can check them out myself. Like I said, if you haven't already, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and you can also become a member for as low as $3, where you will receive additional content such as commentaries, other genre videos, and more. And until next time, take it easy, bubs.